Have you ever imagined a world without war and hunger? Picture it, a place where harmony and cooperation aren't just lofty ideals, but the very fabric of existence. This is a world where communities aren't just a jumble of houses, but vibrant and diverse tapestries of people living together bound by respect and empathy. In this world, the lines that divide us are not trenches dug into the earth, but mere markings on a map. They don't restrict, but rather serve as guides for curious travelers, eager to explore, to learn, to share their cultures and ideas. This world is not a collection of isolated islands, but a global neighborhood where everyone is a friend, not a foreigner. Here, nations don't engage in power plays, but in conversations. They don't vie for dominance, but for solutions. Global issues aren't seen as someone else's problem, but as common challenges that demand a collective response. Dialogue and mutual understanding replace conflict and aggression. This is diplomacy, not as a political strategy, but as a way of life. It's a world that seems like a dream, yet it is within our reach. It's not a utopia born out of wishful thinking, but a potential reality built on the shared aspiration of global citizens. It's a world sculpted not by the destructive power of war, but by the transformative power of peace. This world is not devoid of problems, but it is one where solutions aren't sought in the battlefield but at the negotiation table. It's a world that understands that true victory is not in defeating an enemy but in winning a friend. It's a world that knows that the strongest weapon is not a loaded gun but an open mind. This world isn't perfect, but it's a world that believes in progress, not perfection. It's a world that values cooperation over competition, understanding over intolerance, and peace over power. Now that's a world we all would love to live in, isn't it? Imagine a world where nature thrives. In the heart of the city, the concrete jungle gives way to lush green spaces. Parks and gardens are no longer an afterthought. They are an integral part of urban planning. Picture skyscrapers adorned with verdant terraces, rooftops blooming with flowers and plants, and streets lined with trees. These green spaces not only beautify the cities but also serve as the lungs of the city, absorbing carbon dioxide and gifting us fresh, clean air. Now let your mind drift to the energy that powers our lives. In this world, renewable energy is the norm. Solar panels and wind turbines dot the landscape, harnessing the power of the sun and the wind. Hydroelectric and geothermal energy sources are also tapped, ensuring a steady supply of clean, green energy. The reliance on fossil fuels is a thing of the past as we respect and protect our finite resources. Our journey continues to the fields of agriculture. Farms are thriving, using eco-friendly techniques that respect the earth and its biodiversity. Organic farming and permaculture practices replace harmful pesticides and synthetic fertilizers. Farmers work in tune with nature, creating a harmonious balance between human needs and the environment. Food, the very sustenance of life, is abundant and nutritious. Advances in sustainable farming ensure a bountiful harvest season after season. The food is not just grown, but it is also distributed efficiently. No corner of the world goes hungry, as food reaches everyone, everywhere. Hunger, once a grim reality for many, is now a forgotten concept. Every night, every family sits down for a meal together. Every child goes to bed with a full stomach. The fear of starvation, the worry about the next meal are things of the past. In this world, we've learned to live in harmony with nature. We've understood the value of renewable energy and sustainable practices. We've realized that when we take care of nature, it takes care of us in return. A world where everyone has food on their table and nature is in harmony with us. Scene script. Think about a world where education and healthcare are universally accessible. Imagine that. A place where every individual, regardless of their location or economic status, has the right to knowledge and well-being. A world where the pursuit of learning is not a luxury but a basic right. A world where every child has the chance to explore their potential, to ignite their curiosity, and to realize their dreams. In this world, education is not just about academics. It's about fostering a population that's healthy, informed, and engaged. It's about instilling values of respect, empathy, and global citizenship. It's about nurturing creative minds that can solve problems, innovate, and drive progress. And what about healthcare? Well, in this world, healthcare is more than just treatment. It's about prevention and wellness. It's about comprehensive care that takes into account not just the physical, but also the mental and emotional well-being of individuals. It's about ensuring that everyone, regardless of their circumstances, can live a healthy life. But of course, none of this would be possible without technological and scientific advancements. In this world, technology and science are not used for profit or power, but are employed ethically, aimed at improving life and protecting the environment. They're harnessed to facilitate learning, to improve healthcare, and to foster a sustainable world. And amidst all this, art, music, and literature flourish. They're not seen as frivolous or unnecessary, but as integral parts of a balanced, vibrant society. They reflect the diverse, peaceful coexistence of global cultures, allowing us to learn from each other, to appreciate our differences, and to celebrate our shared humanity. So let's step back for a moment and look at this world we've imagined. A world where education and healthcare are universally accessible. A world where technology is used ethically. A world where art, music, and literature are cherished. That's a world where everyone has access to the tools they need to thrive. Envision a world where economies are stable and fair. Imagine a world where the fruits of labor are shared equitably, where no one is left behind. This is a world where every individual enjoys meaningful work. The joy of labor is not just about financial gain, but also the fulfillment that comes from contributing to society. In this world, work-life balance isn't a luxury, but a standard. Ample leisure time is valued and respected. People aren't defined by their jobs, but by their passions, their dreams, their humanity. They engage in activities they love, learning new skills, exploring the world, or simply cherishing quiet moments. But life isn't always predictable, is it? That's why this world provides a safety net, a web of social policies that ensure no one falls into the abyss of poverty. It eradicates financial insecurity, providing people with the support they need during challenging times. Whether it's job loss, illness, or old age, everyone has the assurance that they will be taken care of. Now let's talk about politics. In this world, political systems are transparent and inclusive. The walls of the ivory towers are torn down, replaced by open forums where every voice is heard and valued. Democracy isn't just about casting a vote, it's about active participation, ongoing dialogue, and mutual understanding. Power is not concentrated in the hands of a few, it's dispersed among the many. Governments are accountable to the people, not to corporations or special interests. Policies are made not in back rooms, but in broad daylight with the full participation of the public. In this imagined world, politics is not a game of winners and losers. It's a platform for collaboration, for finding common ground and working towards shared goals. It's about fostering a sense of community, of belonging, and of shared responsibility. This is a world where fairness and inclusion are not mere words but reality. A world where the economy and politics are tools for the common good, not instruments of division. A world where everyone has a seat at the table and every voice matters. A world where fairness and inclusion are not mere words but reality. In this world, happiness and well-being are paramount. Imagine a place where life is not just about mere survival, but about growth, learning, and deep connection. A world where every day offers a chance to expand your horizons, to soak in new knowledge, and to forge bonds that are more than superficial. Picture a society where every individual is seen as a reservoir of untapped potential, waiting to be discovered and harnessed. A world that doesn't just acknowledge the existence of this potential, but actively encourages its realization. A society that doesn't stifle creativity, but nurtures it. A place where the scientist, the artist, the philosopher, and the laborer all find equal respect and admiration because every contribution is recognized as valuable in weaving the rich tapestry of human civilization. Now imagine a world that celebrates diversity, not just tolerates it. A place where differences are not viewed as threats, but as opportunities for learning and growth. A world where every culture, every tradition, every unique way of life is seen as a vibrant thread in the global tapestry, adding to its richness and beauty. A world where peaceful coexistence is not just a dream but a lived reality. Such a world is not a utopia, an unreachable ideal. It's a vision that's within our grasp. It's a world that we can build, brick by brick, through our actions, our choices, our words, and our thoughts. It's a world that requires us to step out of our comfort zones, to challenge our prejudices, to broaden our perspectives. It requires us to reach out to each other, to listen, to understand, to empathize. It is a world that calls upon us to tap into the best of our human potential, our capacity for love, for understanding, for cooperation, and for peace. This is a world we can build together for ourselves and for generations to come. As the dawn breaks over the horizon, a new day begins. The camera pans across a tranquil beach, untouched by the hustle and bustle of human life. The only sign of human presence is the word hope, etched in the soft, moist sand. The first rays of the sun, warm and golden, kiss the sand, casting a glow on the word hope. It's a simple scene, but one that carries deep symbolism. The beach, pristine and serene, represents the world as it could be, peaceful, harmonious, and full of potential. The word hope, etched in the sand, signifies our collective aspiration for a better world. Just like the sand, our hopes may be fragile, easily washed away by the waves of cynicism and despair. But every sunrise brings a new day, a new opportunity to etch our hopes anew, to strive for the world we envision. The rising sun, with its warm, golden light, represents the promise of a new beginning, the potential for change. It reminds us that no matter how dark the night, the dawn always follows. It's a symbol of resilience, of the enduring human spirit that refuses to succumb to despair. As the sun rises higher, the light grows brighter, casting away the shadows of the night. It's a reminder that hope, too, can grow stronger, casting away the shadows of doubt and fear. It's a call to action, urging us to keep hope alive, to keep striving for the world we envision. Remember, every sunrise is a symbol of hope, a promise of a new beginning. And just like the sunrise, hope is within our grasp every single day. Let's seize it, let's nurture it, let's let it guide us towards the world we dream of.